pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Where offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. It just couldn't quite find the connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
They'll go for it. Rodgers. He connects downfield on 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Again, Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. They'll throw again. Rodgers. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing once again. Rodgers. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to Adams. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Fourth down, Rodgers. He finds him beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Second and 3 now.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, take 26. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
They go right back to Hall. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again.
Hey, ice, ice, ice.
From the gun, Smith. He's throwing deep to the left side. His first throw is an interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast. They give on second to Hall. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
50. Hey, you block over here. First and 10 at the 47.
Here's Rodgers on first and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Wanted to fit that one into Davante Adams. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On second and 10 now, Rodgers. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. Into the hands of Conklin. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Their line has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Check 59, check 59, cover. Come on, set. Will.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's trying to go deep again. Nearly an interception on that play. So it'll be second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And things look tougher now with third and long. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
53.
Smith on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
To the air here on first down, Rodgers. That's to the sideline and caught by Lazard. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs.
Inside.
First down, Rodgers. That's brought in by Lazard. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
26.
3rd and long, Rodgers. That's complete to Wilson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Working quickly here.
Hey, 626.
On 4th down, it's Rodgers. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Smith. Metcalf's got it. Complete. Hits the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one is good, but not before it hit the left upright. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks have it now at the 40. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Flip her up. 13 next.
First down, Smith to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. That's caught at the 25. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Take 30. Jim. On the 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He has the first over the middle, and he'll be touchdown after a big play. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Jets who have 1st and 10.
Hey, 88.
Throwing once again, Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Again, Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Lazard. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. From the red zone now. Left side cut by Lazard. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Get 300. Get 300. Inside.
Throwing again. It's Rodgers. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets get some late points and the lead. Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. That's a catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he got this close to midfield before going out. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. On the move, past the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Smith on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Walker hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And again, it's Smith. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks tie this game at 21. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Off play action, Rodgers. That's brought in by Lazard. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Back to throw it. He puts some power on a deep one left. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So second down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Toss play. This is Hall. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Smith. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Putting the tight end in motion. After the sack, another pass on second down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. 30. The 10. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start the second half with some needed points. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Zerline on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets tie us up 28-all. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks need only one to take the lead. Myers to add the PAT. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
88.
They motion the tight end over.
50. Hey, you block over here. Take 30. Go to 50.
First down throw by Rodgers. This is on target to Xavier Gibson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
50.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300. Inside.
Throwing on first down, Rodgers. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass, here's second down.
Jump out. Back north. 26.
Rodgers here from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Motioning the tight end now.
26. You're right.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Rodgers on first and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll throw again. Rodgers. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 30.
First down, Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Lazard. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Working quickly here.
Inside. 50.
Throwing once again, Rodgers. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers on third and goal. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on third and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on fourth down.
We know how hard it could be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Went way outside there, trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Man in motion, out of the slot. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. Get some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. To throw, Rodgers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Hey, 626. Box it. Hey, 88.
Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
50. Hey, you block up. Right. 30. 50. Yeah, live. Get 300.
To the air here on first down, Rodgers. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Play fake, it's Rodgers. And he scores, it's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a fourth-quarter lead. Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. Hauled in left side. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down. From the gun, Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. And again, it's Smith. Pass complete to Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, Smith to throw. Cut out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
13 next. Hey, the clip. 13 next.
From the red zone now. Flush down now to his left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks have taken the lead late. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Wangu now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, 626. Yeah.
Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively.
Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
3rd down give to Hall. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
Back north. Get 300. Get 300. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Hall will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Seahawks make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Jets take their first time out. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
On the move, headed right. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Quincy Williams has it. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey. 53, 53.
Now Smith coming off that pick. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the win goes to the Jets. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line.
Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Stand to attention. I come to mention. Now we're gonna take you in a different direction. That's the way we rock and make them move them body. We got those over there asking for selfies. This time I got to say no. Don't try to pull down my bandana. Can't let you ruin my shoe. Then I hear them say, turn around, shoot it. Turn around, shoot it. Shoot it, turn around, shoot it. Now turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. All in all, this place is crawling. Y'all them a move on the body, them balling. Electricity just a light up the place. With the boom, boom, you get up the face. We got the vibes and the vibes is good, good. You know we're rocking in the dark neighborhood, hood. You know the trader gonna bring it like we should. Can I hear them say?
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And we're off in Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. It is caught at the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. 1st down from the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever. Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. That's caught, it's Breece Hall. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
That's good for Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, Rodgers. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Quincy Williams has it. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb in quarterbacks? When we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, they can make you pay just as he did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Catch is made down the right sideline. They get 37 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down throw, Lawrence. Throwing deep towards the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On now is Cook to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send the tight end in motion. First down throw by Rodgers. He's going to push one deep down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars take over as they intercept it for the third time in just our opening quarter.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Lawrence working from the gun. Pass complete to Duvernay. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the third time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. On now is Cook to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they get to him and touch him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Tight end going in motion here. Rodgers here from the gun. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Jaguars get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escape, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. The Jets take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense up to the line fast.
It's now 3rd down.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Lawrence throwing here. Rolling left, buying some time. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? It gets him the first on 4th down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now it's Lawrence. Forced out to his right. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing from the gun here. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Quincy Williams has it.
You know that quarterback? He's out in Denver now, Kate. Russell Wilson, he loves to say the separation is in the preparation. And when you're facing a DB that is all over the ball and now adding a second interception to his ledger today, you know this guy was prepared, did his homework, and he's gone on this field today, and he has been a difference maker.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So that brings up second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one's cut along the left sideline. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets parlay the interception into points. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Into the hands of Duvernay. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Little tacks on the extra points. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. On now is Cook to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off play action, Rodgers. That's brought in by Lazard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And they pick him off again! And the Jaguars bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Will make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion. Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Lawrence looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And this is down all the way to the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Getting out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Ay, wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox. That on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion. Straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out the payout. I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers. The Bay watch the women. Gon' meet your mate. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Greg Zerline out for the opening kick. And off we go in Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
30 left.
Lawrence starting with a throw. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First down throw, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Working quickly here. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, run! Go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. So picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Get 300! Get 300!
Rodgers here from the gun. He'll get this complete to Lazard. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Inside. Jump out.
49-yard line.
Back north. Plant.
To throw, Rodgers. Has it man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here.
26.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
26. Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers on first and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They kick the running back in motion.
Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. Trying for a touchdown here. Big gain downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Hall. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's second and goal from the 1. He keeps it himself. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets finish off their opening drive. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. First and 10.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence working from the gun. He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. Gets it to the 15. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars need only one to take the lead. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers will look to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense up to the line fast. From the 48. Catch is made down the right sideline. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Inside. Jump out.
Running back sent in motion. First down from the red zone. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
Jump out.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's on the move. And the defender comes away with it. Darnell Savage with the pick. And the Jaguars get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Easy. Think right.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Jaguar first down. Lawrence to throw it. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Chuck Clark has it. And the Jets are going to get the football inside the enemy 40. First down, ball at the 36.
26. Hey, take 26. Hey, Mike. Hey, 88.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, easy, route. Hey, kill. 11.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
11.
Trying again following the sack. That's complete. Here's Kirk. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here he is on 3rd and long. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. He beams one deep right side. He's got it at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. First down throw, Lawrence. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. 1st and 10 from the 41.
6:30. 50. No.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Working quickly here. First down throw by Rodgers. Into the hands of Conklin. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the Jets looking at 2nd and 1. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. 3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the Jets are going to try a field goal on 4th down, and Greg Zuerlein headed out. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bass's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. 20. And the Jets put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Hey, take 26.
They kick the running back in motion. First down, Rodgers. He put some juice on it deep. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Andre Sisco. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Lawrence working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And it sets up second down.
11. Hey, go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11. On now is Cook to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers on first and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Jets take their first time out.
Take 30. Number 50. Box it.
Running back sent in motion. Rodgers here from the gun. He'll get this complete to Lazard. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Get 300.
To the air here on first down, Rodgers. Hall there to haul it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Greg Zuerlein going to try to knock this through for the Jets. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Hey, lie it. 11, Agate.
One final shot before halftime. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Hall. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, 88. Plant. Inside. Jump out.
Here's 2nd and 5. Buys time, rolling right. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Get 300. Back point. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, 626.
They kick the running back in motion.
Hey, 626. Too much. Hey, 88.
Another try following the sack. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Foye Oluokun with the pick. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
11, Agate.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. He fires one deep down the middle. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Let's go.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Silver.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. His running back hauls it in deep right. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars push their lead further to start the half. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. is Cook to kick this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast.
50.
Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. Conklin brings it in. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hall running between the tackles. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. 3rd and 2, Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
And they pick him off again. Has a hole left, room to run. And the Jaguars will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick 6.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
There's an imposition in my mind's imagination. I hope they choke on smoke 'cause I'm smoking them like a basement. This is not rap, this is not hip-hop. Just another attempt to make the voices stop. Rapping to prove nothing, just writing to say something. 'Cause I wasn't the only one who wasn't rushing to saying nothing. This doesn't mean I lost my dream. It's just right now I got a really crazy mind to clean. Gangsters don't cry, therefore I'm mine. Missed, I missed the eye, therefore I'm mine. Can you save my every dirty soul?
From the home of many a title run and one of the NFL's most successful franchises, you're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Gillette. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. Chased out to his right. He's taking a shot on his first play. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. Second down. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And now it's second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Makes the grab inbounds left side. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down throw, Lawrence. On the move, headed right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Well, I'll say this. If you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they get this down to the 28. Working quickly here. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw caught at the 6. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of the game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers throwing to start it off. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Get 300. Get 300.
This is Hall. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
58.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, and they go right back to him. He's got a gain of 6 there. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 4. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for the back that time. And now they need to get 4 on third down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
26. Hey, take 26. Hey, Mike. Hey, 88.
They'll go for it, Rodgers. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Jets take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Okay, ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go, go. Lisa 24. Hey, smash. There we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. He's trying to push the field. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets have the football back at the 45. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. It was Andre Sisco who hold him down there. From the 23. Finds his target, Hall. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Catch is made in close. And in, touchdown, New York. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in, right? Higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
And no return as this bounces through the... for a touchback.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Safe right. Red on red.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little Sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's loaded another one up. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He connects downfield on 4. Offense up to the line fast. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quincy Williams has it. And the Jets get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's the end of one. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at second and pretty short. Rodgers here from the gun. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
26. Hey, 626.
Working inside the red zone. Drops. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Trying again, following the sack. And oh, he got it! Interception!
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Jets get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
First down throw by Rodgers. That throw finds Coughlin. And they bring him down around the 34. Working quickly here. Second and 1. That's complete to Wilson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. They're down to their final one in this half. First and 10 now from the 30.
11. Hey, run.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
He's got the hook up to Ingram. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Jaguars pushing for a score before the break. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw, Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Hey, kill. Easy, read a 24.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. First and 10, it's Lawrence. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Easy. Take right open. 11, again.
Here he is on third and long. That's caught for the first. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with two of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but two touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Hey, 626.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He fires one deep down the... He's got it! Looks like the feet are inbounds, too! Oh, I don't believe it! Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
From the 50. Hey, you block over here.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Again, Rodgers. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets get some late points and the lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Red on the red.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Fits it through the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. On now is Cook to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
26. Hey, 626.
Rodgers here from the gun. Looking for a target. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They start the half with a give to Hall. Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out. Jags pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. And they pick him off again. Quincy Williams has it. And the Jets return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. To the air here on first down, Rodgers. Conklin brings it in. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Get 300. Get side.
From the 17. And this is cut. Touchdown, New York. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Zerline on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. 11.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Hey, run. Take right open.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Lawrence working from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every...
And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
11, Agate. 13, Luke.
Now Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So it's going to be 4th and short. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
He's got it to his running back, and he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. First down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little tax on the extra points. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Jump out! Jump out! Back north. Flip it down.
First down, Rodgers. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Working quickly here. Trying again following the sack. Able to hit home. Complete. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
26.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. A touchdown aside in that frame. Second and 3 now.
Hey, Mike. Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, he definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete. Here's Kirk. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Have gun. Decent 24.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Ingram.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
From the 47. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Lion. Same price.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. 1st and 10 from the 41. From the shotgun, Rodgers. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Andre Sisco.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Gun. Here we go,
1st down throw, Lawrence. Has it downfield, working the left. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hey, Ryan!
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So it'll be second down. Rodgers here from the gun. That's complete inside the 35. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Rip, 23. Silver.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catches on the roster.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Lawrence working from the gun. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. This throw is caught. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now within 1 score in the 4th. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion.
26.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Hall there to haul it in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Gotta hurry this to the line.
Go to 50, that you block over here. Hey, take 26.
It's Hall on the carry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Over. Let it up. Hey, Mike.
He'll throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Here's Hall. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. Hall gets it again on second down. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face